the car just moved on the road, just like it's happened to all of us a million times. And I expected it to straighten out. And Beth was saying, I think we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. I said, oh honey, I don't think we're okay. And there was a really incredible phenomenon that happened then, which was that the headlights of the car, you know, coming through the passenger window illuminated the inside of the car as the impact happened, and it was like a photograph in my mind. It seemed as though I was watching that photograph, and the inside of the car continued to be illuminated as our car rolled off of the highway. Elizabeth was not conscious. After that, the ambulance came and got me and took me to the local hospital. I got to the emergency room. I was in traction, and Beth was in ICU. She had, at this point, a brain injury and she had no short-term memory. She had all long-term memory, like she knew who I was, she knew who you were, she knew who you were, but every moment that happened immediately, she would forget. Once she was in the hospital, which was a new memory, she had no memory of how she got there or, what was going on. She kept trying to find me. And so they put her in my room. Every time she woke up, I would say, "It's okay, Beth. We had an accident. We're in the hospital. You're here with me. It's okay." You just close your eyes and kind of nod. It was so funny.
See, I don't know anything about any of that.
I know you don't, honey.
It's not so good.
Beth was in the rehab place. She called me a lot and told me terrible, terrible stories. I know terrible things were happening to you. I don't think you were in physical danger and I could not take care of you. But you were doing really
Crazy.
and smart things, it's like if you have no short-term memory, it's rational to think that you have been kidnapped and you're being tied up, because she was tied up and, restrained. And all those things become rational. If you just wake up somewhere, there was a phone in her room and she was calling 911. So and saying, I've been kidnapped and I'm being held against my will, and all those things were absolutely true to someone who has no short-term memory. They had disconnected her phone from being able to call 911, and so what she was doing was taking the phone apart to try to reattach it to the outside world so that she could call 911 and tell someone that she had been kidnapped. Right? You don't remember that? They had brought bedroom furniture downstairs. When Beth walked into the house, she didn't recognize it because it didn't fit her model from her long-term memory.
The weird thing was when something wasn't where I thought it should be, I couldn't see it. If I put a glass on a shelf, then I would know that the glass should be on the shelf, but if I went back to get it and it wasn't there, I couldn't see it. I couldn't.
Like even if it was moved like
5 inches,
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. Everything about my life had disappeared.
that is a really good example of like the long-term, short-term memory. But she was real sweet during that time. It was kind of nice. For a couple years, she was just real sweet. Well, there were 2 years in there when Beth was really struggling, and then she like woke up like herself.